heights. Young barracuda watching for them great whites. Way bright stage lights. They might just take the pipe if I play it right. Aim tight, go bananas, take a bite. Or the hammers might take your life in your pajamas. Play it right and take a hike to Alabama. I'm gone. I be in and out the spot. I ain't got no time to talk. Nigga, I'm gone. I be on and off the road. I be living like a boss. Nigga, I'm gone. Shawty do it like a pitcher. Knock the pussy out the park. Nigga, I'm gone. We been racing to the money. I been winning from the start. Nigga, I'm gone.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My mic was muted for a while, but yeah, I want to get into this. Do I like this? How do I want to do this? Do I want to do it like that? All right. Let's get into this. Let's talk about this. So, I'm gonna let you guys know they did this. They they want to put us in this recession. Okay. I keep telling you guys, all the world is a stage. I did a video earlier about. I did a video earlier. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I did a video earlier about the 8 predictions for the world in 2030. And this is from the World Economic Forum, as you see right here at the top. And so let's look into this. Hold on, let me try to. All right. There we go. Let's go through this. Oh, before I get into this, I want to remind you guys that Agenda 2030 is a thing, sustainable development. And all right, let's get into it. So, and I'll do I think I already did a video about that on this page. I'm not sure. Y'all could go look through my videos and see. All right. You'll own number 1, you'll own nothing. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Based on input of members of the World Economic Forum. Whatever you want, you'll rent and it'll be delivered by drone. Now, I don't know if you guys don't see this already happening with Amazon. We can get whatever we want from Amazon and it really seems really good and really what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know what the word I'm looking for is. It's convenience. The US won't be the world's leading superpower. A handful of countries will dominate. Now, I need you guys to understand, in order for number 2 to happen, the United States is going to have to fall. Like, I mean hard. And that is what I'm going to talk about today. And when I say fall hard, I really mean financially, economically. We have to hit the floor. You won't die waiting for an organ donor. That's number 3. You won't die waiting for an organ donor. We won't transplant organs. We'll print new ones instead. I don't know if you guys have seen it going around how they are printing meat and organs. They're already trying to get you guys used to that thought, used to that whole idea of printing organs. But it's here. It's a thing. I'm pretty sure you guys seen it. And when I read this way back, because see, if you look, let me see, can I move this over? No, I have to do it with my hand. This is 2016. When this first came out, nobody believed that this could ever be a thing. I remember when I first did this video, people was like, yo, Just, you are crazy. And I'm like, nah, this real. This is gonna happen. All right. You'll eat much less meat. And honestly, this is already starting to become a thing. I don't even eat red meat anymore. An occasional treat, not a staple, for the good of the environment and for our health. 1 billion people will be displaced by climate change. will have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees. You see, and you know what's so crazy is that they have no problem integrating refugees. And this is weird because it'll say we'll have to do a better job at welcoming and integrating refugees, but at the same time, which one was it? It'll say a handful of countries will dominate and the United States will no longer be a world's leading superpower. So if a handful of countries will dominate, I wonder how many of these countries are people of color. Because if that's the case, what exactly would the refugees look like? And where are they coming from? You think the refugees might be the ones in America? You think the billion people that are displaced will be the ones in America? Polluters will have to pay for emit carbon dioxide. I remember the first video I did on my old channel was about the not it wasn't the first one, but it was near the first one. Was about the carbon tax and how they wanted people to pay for carbon tax. But the crazy thing is that even though they show this picture of this right here, he said to get the carbon print down to zero, we have to get rid of people. And then if you see down right here, it says a billion people will be displaced by climate. It's just keep watching. There will be a global price on carbon. This will help make fossil fuel history. Now, who do you think is going to pay that? You could be preparing to go to Mars. Scientists will have worked out how to keep you healthy in space. Now, did they already get there, or am I lunching? Did they already did that? They already figure out how to keep people healthy, quote unquote, in space? The start of a journey to find alien life. Western values will have been tested to the breaking point. I'm sorry. Western values will have been tested to the breaking point. Checks and balances that underpin our democracies must not be forgotten. Checks and balances that underpin our democracies may not be forgotten. Now, remind you, that video right there is from the World Economic Forum, and I'm pretty sure I did a video about that before. So let's go to the next one. This is the World Economic Forum website right here, and it says now it's time for the Great Reset, and this is June 2020. So that's 4 years after that video came out. And so you see right here, this is what they're trying to blame. It's what they're trying to pin the Great Reset on, when, as you see, 4 years prior to that, the video came out. And so let me see. You see, they're really trying to make that the main thing. So the World Economic Forum got together and they did a little Great Reset thing, and it came up. It says the Great Reset agenda would have 3 main components. The first would steer the market towards fairer outcomes. To this end, government should improve coordination, for example, tax, regulatory, financial policy, upgrade trade arrangements, and create conditions for a stakeholder economy. All I see is tax, regulatory, and fiscal. Like what? The second component of the Great Reset agenda would ensure that investment advance shared goals such as equity and sustainability. Here, the large-scale spread in programs that have governments are implementing represent a major opportunity for progress. So rather than using these funds as well as investments from private entities and pension funds to fill cracks in the old system, we should use them to create new ones that is more resilient. Oh, Lord, hold on, wait a minute. The third and the final priority of the Great Reset agenda is to harness the innovations of the fourth industrial revolution to support the public goods. And here is a visual of the Great Reset. So it has business models, revitalizing global corporations, strengthening regional development, harnessing the fourth industrial revolution, shaping economic recovery. But y'all had plans for this before we went into you know what. Look, it says taxation, LGBTI inclusion, gender, um look, hold on, civic participation, human rights, justice and law, fortune of mobility. Look, I'm sorry. These are all the, just in this circle is all the things that they are trying. And you see how they put this in here right here, how they tried to add that in here when they had this in mind 4 years before that hit. It says public finances and social protection, cities and urbanization, climate change. So I want us to go and I want y'all to see a video about what they're talking about. Let's go to the next one. So I want us to watch a video about the fourth industrial revolution. Oh, child, it's a book. Let's see. Here we go. World Economic Forum. Ooh, we at it again. Let's see. This is 1 minute and 42 seconds. Let's see what they got to say about this. It will. I'll read a few key parts of it. Other than that, if you want to, you could pause it and read it on the screen. I made it bigger for you. It will affect the very essence of our human. So it can happen in only a few years. Hold on, let me get to that. Ooh, I was trying to pause it. It says the interplay between fields like nanotechnology, brain research, 3D printing, mobile networks, and computing. First of all, why will create realities that were previously unthinkable? Let me take a note because I want you guys, I want to make a video for you guys. And y'all, I'm finished my semester in school. I'm telling you, so I could do a little bit more of this. I want to make a video for you guys about what's that man's name? Oh, that just bought Twitter, Elon Musk. Don't he own that something link? What's it called? It's something link where you connect your mind to the, oh, I can't think of it right now. Elon Musk. It's called something link. I made a video about it before. That's a connection. Like he bought Twitter, he owns that something link. And so it's wild that nanotechnology, what people was complaining about that being in, right? Or taking it because it had nanotechnology in it. brain research that Starlink, is it Neuralink? It's something link. And it has brain research. And in mobile networks and computing, it will create realities that were previously unthinkable. Yeah, I want to make a video about that. It says, how do we avoid a world of jobless, low productivity, and inequality? Stop creating it. And I'm going to talk about that in this video. Stop creating it. That is how you avoid it. So the fourth industrial revolution, as you can see, is going to be something else. Let's go. It's just a couple of more seconds. It says, oh gosh, it says, by ensuring the fourth industrial revolution really does improve the state of the world. So that's how they say that we stop that. So this is one of those problem reaction solutions where they create a problem, react to the problem they created, and come up with a solution that they already came up with before we had the problem. That's what we're looking at. All right. So that long introduction brings me to what I want to talk about today. And I'm going to take this in chronological order of the articles. Okay, the first one is right here. It says, oh, I hate when articles do this. Okay, it says US may need 7.5% unemployment to curb inflation. The same inflation that they created. And this article is in October. No, this is September. I'm sorry. This is September 7th. And so it says Washington, September 7th, the U.S. unemployment rate may need to reach as high as 7.5, double its current level, to end the country's outbreak of high inflation, according to new estimate from a team of researchers, including 2 staff economists from the International Monetary Fund. I bet you they won't want to lose their job. As of June, Fed's officials at the Median Project, unemployment would need to rise only 4.1% by the end of 2024. So they need 4.1% more people to lose their jobs by the end of 2024. For inflation to drift backwards, the central bank's 2% target. The jobless rate in August was 3.7%. So they purposely want people to lose their jobs. You see how they're always talking about the employment rate. They purposely want people to lose their jobs. I'm not trying to make this too long, so I'm gonna go ahead to the next one because it's already 19 minutes, and I know y'all got a short attention span. I ain't hating on you because I do too. I ain't gonna hold you. Let me see. Okay, the next one is this. All right. The feds may, and this is in October 30th. So that one was September 7th. This is October 30th, a month and a few days later, 3 days later around. The feds may have to blow up the economy to get inflation under control. And this is pretty much just reiterating what the last one says, that the Federal Reserve is most likely going to raise interest rates by 3/4 of a percentage point again on Wednesday, its fourth straight uprising hike. And it's still possible another rate increase of the magnitude could come in December. So, and we're in December now. It is unclear what all this tightening will do to the economy. It's very clear. They just said what it's going to do. It's going to blow it up. It's going to blow it up. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. All right. So let's go to the next one. All right, guys. We almost done. All right. So the two words that explain why the feds might tank the economy. It ain't no might. Oh, he looks. Ooh. Oh my God. Like, why? What is the reason? Like, is you angry or no? Like, what's going on? Why he got the A? Look at the. Jesus Christ. You know how babies, they be mad and they be making a face because they mad you didn't took their cookie or something. Who done took this man cookies? Which one of y'all heathens done stole this man cookies? Oh, Jesus Christ. I cannot. Oh my God. What's James? No, his name is Jerome. I know you lying. I know you lying. His name is Jerome. Who named this? That's bad a cop. Oh, that's Tyrone Jerome. You know. Oh, child. All right, let's get to the article. Okay, that last bit about keeping inflation expectations anchored is Where did I hold on? Okay, the aggressive campaign of interest rate hikes the Federal Reserve launched back in March has been a big effect on the U.S. economy. The S&P 500 has fallen almost 20% since its January peak. At and a growing number of economists fear. What do you mean fear? This is your whole point. Fear that the country is headed for a recession. That's what you want. Like, I'm not understanding this. Like, that's that problem, reaction, solution. But the crazy part is they putting it all in paper. I know my peas probably sound terrible. Let me take a sip. My water. Because I know them peas probably sound terrible. That's that problem, reaction, solution going on. These rate hikes are meant to bring down inflation, but for them to bring down inflation, they have to blow up the economy, like previously stated. But what I'm guessing is that they don't figure that someone will actually read the articles and roll like that. If you expect inflation going up and going forward, you want to purchase a car or a larger durable good, you do it before the price increase. Workers might push for bigger raises if they expect the cost of living to rise in the upcoming year. So what you do, you just fire them. Well, that's not what the article says, but I'm just saying. So this article was October 31st, a day after the last one. Let's go to the next one. So now they're trying to play like they don't understand what's going on. U.S. banks brace for a recession. This is December 8th, and today is the 11th. U.S. banks brace for recession and other economy stories you need to read this week. That was last week. U.S. banks brace for recession. That's one of the stories. The second one is global stock market falls. News and brief economy stories from around the world. China's exports and imports shrank as their steepest pace in the lower 2.5 years. U.S. trade deficit widened sharply in October. From agenda. So the banks is hold on. Let me see what they talking about. Hold on for real. J.P. Morgan Chase chief executive Jamie Dimon told CNBC that customers and companies are in good shape, but said they may not last much longer as the economy slows down and as inflation erodes customer spending power. U.S. consumers have 1.5 trillion in excess savings from the pandemic stimulus program, and they're trying to take all of it. They're trying to take that 1.5 trillion from our bank accounts and put it back into big corporations. I knew that's what this was about. We just can't have nothing. It says, he also said the Federal Reserve may pause interest rate raises for 3 to 6 months after lifting them to 5%, but that this may not be sufficient to curb high inflation. It's terrible. This is terrible. You know, when the world was on a bartering system, it's hard to control people when you barter. And what barter means is that you give one thing for something else that somebody else might need. Like when you trade stuff, when people barter and was trading and stuff like that, and the world was on a trade system, you can't control it because y'all rely on each other. It's gotten to the point where the world as a whole relies on a very small percentage of people because they hoard the wealth. They hoard it. And as you can see, the last with Trump in office, people started getting more of the wealth. And they're like, the Democrats came in and was like, oh, this is not good. And from the first day in office, they have been doing everything to take it back. And I'm not saying that, oh, this is good and that's good. I'm not saying that. I really could care less. It's about us. So, child, leaders back away from rising debt ceiling. It says Putin clash to new Congress. Putin clash to new Congress. Some Democrats had hoped to act on the issue before their party loses unified control of Congress, but lack of political will and time appears to have sapped momentum from doing so. Okay. So it says congressional leaders have all but abandoned the idea of acting to raise the debt ceiling this month before Democrats lose control of the House. Punting the issue to a new Congress when Republicans have vowed to fight the move, and setting up the clash next year that could bring the American economy to the brink of crisis. Democrats had urged party leaders to act during their lame duck post-election session to increase the legal borrowing limit, taking advantage of their party's final months of unified control. Hold on, guys. My phone, look, I ain't even got no friends for real. My bad. So, yeah. But for real, I'm just wanted to let you guys know about that. You know, while y'all being distracted, you know, kind of some things that's going on in the background. They are serious about this great reset. They're not playing. Not at all. So y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about this, and I will see you next time. I promise you I will. I'll be back.